I'm James Viola, the President and CEO of Helicopter Association International. Welcome to this month's edition of VFR, the rules most of you fly by. But in this VFR, you'll learn what HAI is doing for you. This month, ahead of HAI Heli Expo in Atlanta, I want to update you on the economic health of our industry. But first, let me catch you up on my recent travels. In January, I joined Cade Clark, HAI Senior VP of Government Affairs in Hawaii for the Aviation Issues Conference, which brings together top officials in the government and industry. While in Hawaii, Cade and I met with HAI members in the state to ensure that we are addressing the issues important to them. Next, I and several members of HAI staff were in Madrid, Spain, to help the European Helicopter Association kick off promotion for the 2023 European Rotor Show, which will be held in that city in November. Finally, I joined Jeff Smith, chair of the HAI Board of Directors in California, to honor a past HAI board chair as he received the Elling Halverson Vertical Flight Hall of Fame Award. Along with the entire HAI Board of Directors and staff, I want to congratulate Max Lyons of Hillsborough Aviation on this award, which recognizes his impact on our industry. And now, I want to give you a brief overview of the activities of our aircraft manufacturers. Sales of new and used helicopters were sluggish in the first few months of 2022. However, that slow start was understandable, considering that we were coming out of a global quarantine. Later in the year, sales began to surge in North America and Europe, and it appears those numbers will continue to grow in 2023. Another welcome indicator of recovery is Airbus Helicopters' report that its fleet flight hours are now back to pre-COVID levels. Airbus stated that in 2022 it received over 370 orders from nearly 50 countries, including 216 light single models. Airbus also reported 344 deliveries in 2022, up slightly from previous years. The company supplied the first ACH-160s to Brazil, delivered the first H-160s to the French Navy and all Nippon helicopters in Japan, and provided the first H-135s to Spain late in the year. Meanwhile, Bell reported its sales in the civil sector rose, particularly for its Bell 505 light single. Deliveries increased by 20 aircraft over the 2021 numbers for a total of 176 helicopters. This included deliveries of some 407 singles and light twin 429s, as well as 83 deliveries of the Bell 505. Bell reported a decline in military deliveries, saying that several of its key defense programs had been successfully completed. However, in late 2022, Bell's proposal, which was based on its V-280 Valor tiltrotor, won a $1.3 billion contract with the U.S. Army's Future Long-Range Assault Aircraft program. One of the more exciting OEM stories in 2022 was the reemergence of the Enstrom Helicopter Corporation. The company had closed its doors in January, but Chuck Chirac of Sweet Helicopters bought Enstrom in May. Initially focused on supporting its existing fleet of aircraft operating around the globe, Enstrom resumed shipping parts in June. The company received its FAA production certificate in December and is bringing its first new production 480B helicopter to HAI Heli Expo in Atlanta. For 2023, Enstrom is reinvigorating its product line with glass cockpits, crash-resistant fuel tanks, new options for interiors and paint, and other improvements. Leonardo Helicopters is also doing well, reporting a 93% increase in orders over the same period in 2021. It attributes this increase to a contract for AW149s for the Polish Defense Ministry, plus increases in sales of the AW139, the AW609s, the AW169s, and the NH90s. The company delivered 87 helicopters through the first 9 months of 2022, a 20% increase over the same period in 2021. Leonardo expects the upswing in the civil sector to continue into 2023 and anticipates sales reaching pre-COVID levels in 2024. Sikorsky is celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2023. Now, part of Lockheed Martin, Sikorsky recently saw the delivery of the 5,000th Black Hawk helicopter to one of its best customers, the U.S. Army. In keeping with its historic legacy of innovation, the company continues to push the boundaries of vertical aviation. In early 2022, Sikorsky worked with the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, known as DARPA, to fly the first autonomous UH-60 Black Hawk. Later in the year, Sikorsky and DARPA extended the capabilities of this autonomous Black Hawk by successfully demonstrating internal and external cargo missions and a rescue operation. If you want to hear more about the state of our industry, I recommend that you sign up to attend the March 16th HAI at Work webinar. There, I will deliver a more in-depth look at many topics, including gains in advanced air mobility, insurance rates, and how the continuing pilot shortage is providing exceptional career opportunities to new pilots and mechanics. Visit rotor.org/webinar today to register. Well, that wraps up this month's edition of VFR. Please email me with your comments or suggestions on how HAI can provide you with better service. Until next time, fly safe, stay safe, and keep those rotors turning.